Good morning, students. The last session we have discussed about the uses of inverse of the matrix, right? Today we are dealing the sum with the help of Cramer's rule. Already in the last session we have studied about the Cramer's rules, the process and step-by-step procedure to be used in Cramer's rule, right? So with the help of Cramer's rule, today we are going to solve some life-related problems. That means the word problem, okay? See 1.4, exercise 1.4, question number 2. In a competitive exam, 1 mark is awarded for every correct answer. The same time, 1/4 mark is reduced for every wrong answer. That means the negative marking. Okay, so if we answer wrongly, you will get minus 1/4. That's the meaning. A student answered 100 questions and got 80 marks. How many questions did he answer correctly? So, there are 100 questions. He answered all the questions, but he scored only 80 marks. That means that 80 marks includes all the right answer plus the wrong answers, right? We don't know exactly how many questions he answered correctly and how many questions he answered wrongly. So our aim is to find the number of questions did he answer correctly. So what we can do is, we can assign two variables x and y. One is for the number of questions he answered correctly, and the other variable y is for the number of questions he answered wrongly. So by data, he answered 100 questions including right and wrong, right? That means the number of questions x plus y is equal to 100. Similarly, it is given that, see, 1 mark is awarded for every correct answer. So we took xp, the number of questions answered correctly. So 1 into x. Then 1/4 mark is deducted for every wrong answer. That means the number of questions he answered wrongly is y. So minus 1/4 into y. So 1 into x minus 1/4 into y, which is equal to 80. Reason is he scored only 80 marks. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's move on to the answer. So let x be the number of questions answered correctly and y be the number of questions answered wrongly. So by data, x plus y is equal to 100, right? So by data means according to the problem, x plus y is equal to 100. That means, see, x means number of questions answered correctly, y means the number of questions answered wrongly. But he answered all the 100 questions. That means the number of questions x and y. Sum of x and y is equal to 100. See the second step, what is given? He scored only 80 marks. That means It is saying 1 mark is awarded for correct answer. 1/4 mark is deducted for the wrong answer, right? That means 1 mark into x. X means number of questions answered correctly. So number of questions answered correctly into 1 mark. Then number of questions answered wrongly. Wrong means the mark is reduced by 1/4. So 1x minus 1/4y is equal to 80. Let it be equation 2. So there are 2 equations, right? We know the working process of Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule is otherwise called determinant method, right? So there are 2 names. One is Cramer's rule or Cramer's method, or we can say it is called what? Determinant method. Okay. So first we have to find out delta. Delta is obtained from the 2 equations. We want to write the coefficient of the variables x and y in the 2 parallel bars. That means inside the determinant we want to write the coefficient of x and y. So here the coefficient of x is 1, here also 1. So 1, 1. Here the coefficient is 1, here minus 1/4. When we are expanding this determinant, what will get? 1 into minus 1/4. So minus 1/4, then on minus 1 into 1, 1. So if you are taking the LCM, we will get 4. So minus 1, minus 1 into 4 is minus 4. So we are getting minus 5/4, minus 1 minus 5, that is minus 5/4. That is our delta. Now we are going to find out delta x. Delta x is obtained from delta by replacing the first column elements by the constant term. Why we are replacing the first column? Reason is the first column elements are the coefficient of x. Is it clear? Okay. So delta x is obtained from delta by replacing the first column by the constant term. So 180. The second column remains elements are remain same. So 1 minus 1/4. Is it clear? So delta x is obtained from delta by replacing the first column elements by the constant terms. If you are expanding this determinant, what will get? 100 into minus 1/4 minus 80. 100 into minus 1/4, then 1 minus 1 into 80 is 80. When we are cancelling this number, we will get 25. So minus 25 minus 80. Minus 25 minus 80 is minus 105. Now come to delta y. Delta y is obtained from delta is obtained from delta by replacing the second column by the constant term. The second column elements are the coefficient of y. Okay. So if we are replacing the second column of delta by the constant term, means we will get 180. The first column elements are remain same. So what is delta y? Delta y is obtained from delta by replacing the second column by the constant term. When we are expanding this determinant, 1 into 80, 80 minus 1 into 100, 100. So 80 minus 100 is minus 20. So what is x? X is equal to delta x by delta. Delta x means minus 105 divided by minus 5 by 4. Minus cancel. So 105 into reciprocal of this fraction. That means 4 by 5. 5 ones are 5. 2 5s are 10. Again 5 ones are 5. 21 times 4. That is 4 ones are 4. 2 4s are 8. 84. Likewise, we can find y. So y is equal to delta y by delta. What is delta y? Minus 20 divided by delta. Delta is minus 5 by 4. Minus cancel. So 20 into the reciprocal of denominator, that is 4 by 5. 4 5s are 20, 4 4s are 16. That means x is equal to 84, y is equal to 16. So we can conclude that the student answered 84 questions correctly and the remaining 16 questions answered wrongly. Is it clear? Therefore, the conclusion is the student answered 84 questions correctly and 16 questions wrongly. Is it clear? Okay. But in the question, they are asking only the number of questions did the student answered correctly. So the first part is enough. Okay. So here we did both the parts. But for the second question, the answer for delta x and this part is enough. Is it okay? Now see the third question. A chemist has one solution which is 50% acid and another solution which is 25% acid. How much each should be mixed to make 10 liters of a 40% acid solution? So here also we want to use Cramer's rule to solve the problem. Okay. Now let's see how we can solve this problem. So there are two data given, right? That is, he has two solutions. One contains 50% of acid, another one contains 25% of acid. But he want to make 10 liters. 10 liters, right? 10 liters of 40% of acid solution. So what we can do? We can assign two variables x and y. One is for this 50% of acid solution and another one is for this 25% acid solution. Okay. So what we can do? We can take x be the liters of 50% acid solution and y liters of 25% acid solution. That means in total x plus y, that is 10, and 50% of x plus 25% of y, which makes 40% of the total solution. That means 40% of x and y. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's move on to the question. So let x liters of 50% acid and y liters of 25% acid solution to be mixed. So by data, it is given that the chemist is planning to prepare 10 liters of acid solution. That means x plus y is equal to 10 liters. X means what? 50% of acid, right? The liters, 50. How many liters? That is x liters of 50% acid and y liters of 25% acid. In total, he is planning to prepare 10 liters. But the 10 liters contains 40% of acid solution. So also it is given that 50% of x and 25% of y. 50% of x and 20% of y. So in total 40%, that is 40% of the total solution, that is x plus y. So if you are simplifying the second equation, see 50 by 100, that is 50% of x, 25% of y, which is equal to 40% of x plus y. One time 50, 2 times 50, 1 time, 4 time, 0, 0. Or we can do one thing, just multiply by 100. It will be very simple, right? Instead of cancelling, we can do one thing, just multiply by 100. If you are multiplying by 100 means what will you get? We will get 50x plus 25y is equal to 40 into x plus y. But x plus y, see, x plus y means 10. Since from 1. Now, all the terms, see 50, 25, 400, 50, 25, 400, 40 into 10 is 400, right? So, all the terms are multiple of 25. So, if you are dividing by 25, what will you get? 2x plus y is equal to 16. 16 times 25 is 400. So, that will be equation 2. Now, we are going to solve the two equations 1 and 2. What is the first equation? The first equation is x plus y is equal to 10. Second equation is 2x plus y is equal to 16. With the help of Cramer's rule, we are going to solve these two equations. For that, first we are in need of delta. What is delta? Delta means determinant of the coefficient matrix, right? The coefficient of x and y. Here 1, here 1. So 1, 1, 2, 1. When we are expanding this determinant, we will get 1 into 1, 1, then 1 minus, 2 into 1, 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Now delta x. What is delta x? Delta x is obtained from delta by replacing the first column elements by the constant term. That means 10, 16, 1, 1. When we are expanding this determinant, we will get 10 minus 16, 10 into 1, 10 minus 16 into 1. That is minus 6. Similar way, we can find delta y. So delta y is obtained from delta by replacing the second column element by the constant term. That means 1, 2. Delta y is obtained from delta by replacing the second column by the constant term. So 10, 16. When we are expanding, what will get? 16 times 1, 16 minus 2 times 10, 20. That means minus 4. Now we can easily find out the value of x and y. Therefore, x is equal to delta x by delta. What is our delta x? Minus 6. Delta, that is minus 1. Minus minus cancel, so 6. Similarly, y. Y means delta y by delta. Delta y value, minus 4. Delta value, minus 1. That is 4. That means the chemist is planning to prepare the 10 liters of acid solution. No, that is, he has to mix 6 liters of 50% acid and 4 liters of 25% acid. Okay? Therefore, the chemist has to mix 6 liters of 50% acid and 4 liters of 25% acid. See, 6 liters plus 4 liters is 10 liters, right? Is it clear? Okay, then we can move on to the next question, question number 4. Okay, students, now see the next question, question number 4. A fish tank can be filled in 10 minutes using 2 pumps A and B simultaneously. However, pump B can pump water in or out at the same rate. If the pump B is inadvertently run in reverse, that means the pump B can pump inside the tank and empty the tank at the same time. Then the tank will be filled in 30 minutes. Now the question is, how long would it take each pump to fill the tank by itself? That means the individual pipes A and B. The time, we have to find the time taken to fill the tank by pipe A as well as the pipe B. So here also we can assign 2 variables x and y. Let x and y be the time taken by the 2 pumps A and B respectively to fill the tank. So by data, it is given that both the pumps are open simultaneously. The tank will be filled in 10 minutes. So within 10 minutes, the tank will be filled by both the pumps. Here we took xp the variable, see xp the time taken by the pump A to fill the tank. Likewise, yb the time taken to the pump B to fill the tank. So in 1 minute, how much water will be filled? That is 1 by x. Similarly, 1 by y. So the time taken is 10 minutes, no? So in 1 minute, 1 by 10 part of the water will be filled. So 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to 1 by 10. Now, see the second line, it is given that the pipe B is running reverse. Reverse means the pipe B is emptying the tank. So, 1 by x minus 1 by y. Emptying the tank means it is empty the tank. So, minus, right? Which is equal to, if you are opening both the pumps, the tank will be filled in 30 minutes. So 1 by 30, that is in 1 minute, it will be empty 1 by 30 part, right? So the first equation is 1 by x plus 1 by y is equal to 1 by 10. Second equation is 1 by x minus 1 by y is equal to 1 by 30. Now, find the delta x and delta y. But here, see the variables 1 by x, 1 by y. So, we can assign some other value for 1 by x and 1 by y. We are going to consider a. Let a is equal to 1 by x and b is equal to 1 by y. Therefore, the above equations are becoming, therefore, the equations become a plus b is equal to 1 by 10, a minus b is equal to 1 by 30. So, from these two equations, we can find delta A and delta B. Reason is here we are having the variable A and B. So now delta. What is delta? Delta means only the coefficients of A and B. So here 1, here 1, 1 minus 1. So 1, 1, 1 minus 1. That is minus 1 minus 1 into 1, 1. So the answer is minus 2. Similar way, delta A. Delta A is obtained from delta by replacing the first column by the constant terms. That means 1 by 10, 1 by 30. Here 1 and minus 1. When we are expanding this determinant, 1 by 10 times minus 1, that is minus 1 by 10, minus 1 by 30 times 1, that is 1 by 30. If you are simplifying, we have take the LCM, 10 and 30, the LCM is 30. So here we want to multiply by 3, so minus 3, here no need of any term, so that is minus 1. That is minus 4 by 30. Similar way, we can find delta B. So what is delta B? Delta B is also obtained from delta by replacing the second column by the constant term. So 1, 1. The second column elements are the constant term, that is 1 by 10 and 1 by 30. When we are expanding, 1 by 30 minus 1 by 10. So LCM is 30. 1 minus 3, that is minus 2 by 30. Now we can find the value of A and B. What is A? A means delta A by delta. What is delta A? Delta A is minus 4 by 30. Delta is minus 2. That is equal to minus getting cancelled. 4 by 30 into reciprocal of denominator. That is 1 by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2, 15. That is 1 by 15. Likewise, B. What is B? B means delta B by delta. What is delta B? That is minus 2 by 30 divided by delta. What is delta value? That is minus 2. Minus cancel. So 2 by 30 into reciprocal of denominator 1 by 2. 2 cancel. So the answer is 1 by 30. Now we are going to convert this value A and B in terms of X. A is equal to 1 by 15. B is equal to 1 by 30. What is A? A is 1 by X. Already we took A as 1 by X and B as 1 by Y. So 1 by X is equal to 1 by 15. If you are cross multiplying 1 into X, 1 into 15, 15. X is equal to 15. Either we can take reciprocal or we can just cross multiply. Both terms will get the answer. Okay. Likewise B. What is B? B means 1 by Y. 1 by Y is equal to 1 by 30. Just cross multiply. So Y is equal to 30. Therefore, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is the pump A fill the tank within 15 minutes, as well as the pump B can fill the tank in 30 minutes. Therefore, the pump A and B, or A, comma B, fill the tank in 15 minutes and 30 minutes respectively. That means the pump A can fill the tank in 15 minutes, the pump B can fill the tank in 30 minutes. Is it okay? Okay. Now we can move on to the next question. Question number 5. Okay, see the 5th question. A family of 3 people went out for dinner in a restaurant. The cost of 2 dosai, 3 idlis and 2 vadais is rupees 150. The cost of 2 dosai, 2 idlis and 4 vadais is rupees 200. The cost of 5 dosai, 4 idlis and 2 vadais is rupees 250. The family has rupees 350 in hand and they ate 3 dosai, 6 idlis and 6 vadais. Will they able to manage to pay the bill within the amount they had? So, first we can assign some variables for cost of 1 dosai, cost of 1 idli and cost of 1 vadai. So, first we have to find out cost of each items. That means cost of 1 dosai, cost of 1 vadai and cost of 1 idli. Then we have to find out the cost for 3 dosai, 6 idlis and 6 vadais. If it is more than this amount, then we can conclude that they can't pay the bill, right? If that amount is less than this amount, 350, then we can say yes, they can able to manage the bill. Is it okay? Okay. Now let's move on to solve the sum. Let x be the cost of a dosai, y be the cost of one idli, and z be the cost of one vadai. So by data, it is given that, see, the second line, the cost of 2 dosai, that means 2 into x. Reason is cost of a dosai is x. So 2 dosai means 2x. Cost of 3 idlis, that is 3y. Reason is y be the cost of 1 idli. So 3 idli means 3y. Then the cost of 2 dosai, 3 idlis and 2 vadais, that is 2z, which is equal to 150. Similarly, the cost of 2 dosai, 2 idlis and 4 vadais is rupees 200. Also it is given that cost of 5 dosai, 4 idlis and 2 vadais is rupees 250. So here 3 equations in 3 variables, right? So here we have to find out delta, delta x, delta y and delta z. So first we are going to find out delta from these 3 equations. What is delta? It is the determinant obtained from the coefficient of x, y and z. So 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2. Now if we are expanding this determinant, what will get? Plus, minus, plus, that is 2 into, remove the row and column of the particular element. So we are getting this minor. So 2 2s are 4, minus 4 4s are 16. So 4 minus 16. Then minus 3 into the minor 2 4 5 2. When we are expanding, 2 into 2 4 minus 5 into 4 20. So 4 minus 20. Then plus 2 into this minor, right? 2 2 5 4. So 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 10. When we are simplifying these terms, 2 into minus 12 minus 3 into 4 minus 20 is minus 16 plus 2 into 8 minus 10 minus 2. So minus 24 minus or minus plus 3 times 16 48, 2 times 2 4. 24 minus 4, both are having same sign, so minus 28, 48. 48 minus 28, 0, 2. That is delta is 20. Now, come to delta x. What is delta x? Delta x is obtained from delta by replacing the first column by the constant terms. The constant terms are 150, 200, 250. So delta x is 150, 200, 250. Delta x is obtained from delta by replacing the first column by the constant term. Then the remaining elements are remain same. So 3, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2. Plus, minus, plus. when we are expanding this determinant, see, 150 into 4 minus 6, that is very big number, no? 150 into. So what we can do is, see here, 50 is common, right? If we take 150 outside, it will become 350s are 150, 450s are 200, 550s are 250. We can expand this also, no problem. But the problem is, we have to multiply a very big number. So, in order to convert this as a small number, we took the common term 50 outside. Now see, the numbers are very small. Then 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. Now the expansion is very simple, right? So 50 into plus minus plus 3 into 4 minus 16 minus 3 into 8 minus 20 plus 2 into 16 minus 10. That is 50 into 4 minus 16 minus 12. Minus 12 times 3 minus 36 minus, see, 8 minus 20, that is minus 12. Minus 12 times 3, 36 minus plus 36. Here 16 minus 10, that is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 36 cancel. So 12 times 50. 12 times 50 is 12 5s are 60, so 600. Now delta y. Delta y is obtained from delta by replacing the second column by the constant term. That means the first column elements and the third column elements are remain same. So 2, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2. Now the second column elements are the constant term, that is 150, 200 and 250. 150, 200, 250. Here also we are going to take 150 outside. If you are taking 150 outside, 2, 2, 5. If you are taking 150 outside, means 3 times 50 is 150, 4 times 50 is 200, 5 times 50 is 250. 2, 4, 2. When we are expanding this determinant, we will get 50 into 2 into 8 minus 20 minus 3 into plus minus plus, so 2 into over minus 3 into 4 minus 20 plus 2 into 10 minus 20. That is 50 into 8 minus 20, that is minus 12. 12 times 2, 24, minus 24. 4 minus 20 is 16, minus 16, minus 3. So minus 3 into minus 16, minus of minus plus, 3 times 16 is 48, plus 2 into minus 20, see 10 minus 20, 10 minus 20 is minus 10, 10 times 2, 2 into minus 10, right? So minus 20, minus 24, minus 20, minus 24, minus 20, that is 50 into, see, minus 24, minus 20, that is minus 44, plus 48, that means 48 minus 44, that is 4. 4 times 50 is 200. Now we are going to find out delta Z. That is, delta Z is obtained from delta by replacing the third column elements by the constant term. So the first column elements 2 to 5, second column elements 3 to 4 remain same. See our delta 2 to 5, 3 to 4. Now we are replacing the third column by the constant term. That is 150, 200, 250. Now see the third column elements all are multiple of 50. So we can take 150 outside. If you are taking 50 means what is remaining? 2 to 5, 3 to 4. Here we are taking 150 outside. 3 times 50 is 150. 4 times 50 is 200. 5 times 50 is 250. When we are expanding this determinant, we are getting 50 into plus minus plus 2 into 10 minus 16 minus 3 into 10 minus 20 plus 3 into 8 minus 10. That is 50 into 10 minus 16, that is minus 6, minus 6 into 2, minus 12. 10 minus 20, minus 10, minus 10 into 3, plus 30. 8 minus 10, minus 2, minus 2 into 3, minus 6. So minus 12 minus 6, minus 18. Minus 18 into 30, that is 12. So 50 into 12. 50 into 12. 12, see 5 times 12 is 60. 60, 1 0. So 600. 50 times 12 is 600. Now, we are going to find out the value of x, y and z. What is x value? See, x value is 20. Sorry, not x value, the delta, right? The value of the delta is 20. The value of delta x is 600. The value of delta y is 200. And the value of delta z is again 600. Now we are going to find the value of x, y and z. Therefore, x is equal to delta x by delta. What is the value of delta x? That is 600 by the value of delta is 20. 0, 0 cancel. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6, 30. So 30. Now, y. What is y? Y means delta y by delta. Delta y by, so y is equal to delta y by delta. What is delta y? The value of delta y is 200 by the value of delta is 20. 0, 0, 10. Now, z. Z means delta z by delta. Delta z value, that is 600 by 20. When we cancel, it 330, right? Therefore, x is equal to 30, y is equal to 10 and z is equal to 30. But we considered the three variables x, y and z for the cost of a dosai, cost of one idli and cost of one vadai. Therefore, cost of one dosai is equal to rupees 30. Cost of one idli is equal to rupees 10. Cost of one vadai is equal to rupees 30. Now we are going to answer the question. The question is, go back to the question. Will they able to manage to pay the bill within the amount they had? But the family has taken 5 dosai. No. The family has taken 3 dosai, 6 idlis and 6 vadais, right? So we have to find out the cost of 3 dosai, 6 idlis and 6 vadais. That means 3 into the cost of one dosa is 30 plus 6 into cost of one idli is 10. 6 into cost of one vadai is 30. When we simplify, 3 3s are 9, so 90 plus 60 plus 6 3s are 18. 150 plus 180, that is 330, that is rupees 330. But they are having 350 rupees, right? So this amount is less than rupees 350. That means they can able to manage the bill, right? So the answer, the conclusion is yes. The family can able to pay the bill. Is it clear? Okay. If you have any doubt, please call back to me. So there is one big request from our side. You have to complete your note within this week and send the notes to the WhatsApp number. Okay. So please try to complete your note within this week. Okay. Thank you.